Hey everyone, and welcome to my brand new channel. I'm super excited to start anew and to have a new beginning, and I hope you like my first video. So let's get started. So I'm currently at home. It's Friday night, but I don't really feel like going out or doing much today. I feel like just relaxing and just kind of taking it easy. So here I have a white candle to help tranquilize me and keep me with peace in mind. I find that candles tend to make me feel calm, so I thought I would keep it here just to kind of help me to tell you guys a story that I hope will help you in the future in case you ever encounter the same kind of situation and knowing how to handle it or knowing how to at least react or take it in. Over the last couple of weeks, I've actually been dealing with a lot. I've encountered a lot of negative energy, and I've been trying to kind of eliminate that in my life as I encountered a situation that I never thought I would ever encounter in my life. So I just kind of want to share that with you. Most recently, I've been trying to look for a new job opportunity. I have been working for about a year after graduation in, PR and just kind of gaining my foot through the door in the workforce in New York City. However, I felt it's time for me to kind of start looking for something more fulfilling, where there's more room for growth in a larger company or a company in a field where there is room for advancement. So that being said, for the past few weeks I've been, taking a look at Craigslist or, whatever I can find that contains a lot of job postings, and I think it was last week I went on an interview, and I've been, very open-minded in terms of, what kind of career positions I apply for, because I did study journalism in college. However, it's a very competitive field, especially when you're a recent graduate and you're living in a city as large as New York. There's so many people just competing for the same thing. I actually don't know anyone of my friends who studied in the same field who has landed a job in their dream field. I applied to a office assistant position at an endodontics office. I will not mention which specific endodontics office it was, just for privacy reasons, and I don't want to disrespect anyone. Going in, I was very confident for the interview, and I knew exactly what to say because I rehearsed it in my mind, and I kind of knew exactly how to answer each one of the tough questions that were asked towards me. And I was interviewed by the doctor himself. So it was very, very nerve-wracking to begin with, and he was definitely asking me a lot of difficult questions. And just out of conversation, one question that he asked me was, because I guess he thought that I had an accent. Personally, I don't think I have one, but I guess I do. You guys let me know if I actually do. But he asked me, just out of curiosity, you do have an accent, where is it from? And I said, well, I've been living in New York, basically my entire life. However, I was born in Puerto Rico, and I came here when I was 7 years old. That was as far as it went for the interview purposes. However, things did not go as planned during my second day at the office. He asked me to come back, and everything was okay and everything was well, but things kind of went downhill. To begin with, the environment was not for me. My personality is very outgoing, very lively. I love to just kind of communicate with people, smile, just kind of be very bubbly and friendly. But the office was kind of very uptight and serious, and I kind of felt very out of place. not to mention that I've never had previous experience in a dental office or an endodontics office for that matter. So I was already feeling very uncomfortable. So he calls me into the office the second day, pressured me to talk about, I guess, my last, workplace and what it was like and the reasons why I left. Now, I made a mistake by just kind of like not giving him a BS answer and just kind of, went with some story as to why I left apart from the truth. But I told him, I wasn't as happy as I wanted to be there. There was a lot of things that I didn't agree with in the work environment, a lot of, talking, gossiping that I didn't agree with, that I thought was unprofessional. And then he went on to just kind of ask me about the kind of employee that I was and asked me if I was, opinionated. And I said, an honest answer. Depending on the field, I am opinionated, but in this particular field, for example, I know nothing about it, so there's no room for opinion. And in a field like journalism or writing or creative writing or PR, I might know a little bit more. So if someone asks me for my opinion, of course I'm going to have an opinion because I do have some experience there. So his response to that, I don't want to be rude, but is it a Hispanic thing to be opinionated? My fist may be tiny, but it's about to fit into your eye socket in the next 15 seconds. The biggest thing that I learned is to kind of have respect, learn how to have respect for yourself and know when to walk away from a situation. I would never work for someone that was racist or discriminatory or judgmental. Maybe judgmental is okay, but discriminatory and racist is something that I would never tolerate. And I think for a lot of people, because, I have a lot of friends that have a lot of different opinions. One of my friends just kind of said, well, not to be harsh on you, but you should just kind of, in other words, suck it up, And I told her, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm 23 years old, and I'm so young, and I'm starting off in the workforce. I would hate to work for someone knowing how they feel because they've said it to me straight in my face, and just kind of go every day to a place where I'm not appreciated. Everybody has insecurities, and I have my insecurities, and I admit those to myself. But when I'm going to a workplace and I'm, getting someone telling me consistently that I'm not good enough, and sometimes for inadequate reasons, it just makes my situation a lot worse and my case a lot worse. It makes me feel worse. And I'm not going to let someone add on to the existing insecurities that I already have before I can even manage to learn how to deal with those. So, as women, and even as minorities, and as people, we need to learn how to have respect for ourselves and know exactly what we deserve, whether it's in your personal life, in your relationships, or in the workforce, or with friendships. You gotta know what people to surround yourself with. And a lot of people say, well, for example, it all depends also on the money, but he was offering you a good amount. For me, it doesn't matter. Of course, I don't want to live in, and not have a job and be unemployed and be without money. Of course, I don't. But do I think that I should be emotionally abused, so to speak? That's a little bit extreme to say, but emotionally abused, so to speak, in a workplace every single day just because of money? Of course I would get what I need, my necessities, but at what cost? At the cost of having a crumbled, worn soul at 23 because people treat me like shit, and I just take it. If I don't take that from a boyfriend or a relationship or even friends, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to take it from a complete total stranger that just happens to run a business. And, you know, when you're working to help someone's business, you would at least hope that they would respect you enough to know that you're a big factor in the success of their company, and that they should treat you with respect in order to keep you as an employee, if you're good enough. And so that's a lesson that I learned. And, you know, it kind of opened my eyes a little bit, because living in a city like New York that's made up of immigrants, I mean, New York City is a melting pot. There's still racism. There's still racism, there's still discrimination, there's still sexism, you know, there's still people choosing, you know, to pay men more than women. There's still people, you know, choosing whites over minorities. It's still there. And I've grown up kind of wanting to think or to see the best in people and the best in this scenario, and to think that maybe racism is over and that discrimination is almost unheard of, but it's still existent. And you just gotta learn how to, one, react, and two, react. You know, you gotta learn, or you gotta know how to interpret the information and what steps to take afterwards in order to fulfill your goals and to make yourself happy. You need to know when to walk away from the negative energies in life and surrounding you. So I hope that this video serves to help someone out there if you ever encounter someone just talking or, you know, bad-mouthing you or making assumptions or judgments unjustly towards you. And I hope that this encourages a lot of people to just get rid of negative energies and surround yourself with the positive energies that you can find in nature and around good people. Because at the end of the day, those are the things that are going to make your life valuable at the end of the day. So I have a lot of more videos and a lot of more stories to share with you guys. I'm very excited once again about this new channel, and I apologize if this video is like super long. I'm going to try to edit it down as much as I can. But I just wanted to share this story with you guys, and I hope that you guys follow me on Instagram. If you haven't already, I'm very, very active on it. Always posting selfies, food shots, any pictures of hangouts with my friends, tons of good stuff. And I definitely want to keep in communication with you guys, and I do interact with anyone who writes to me, and it's like having new friends that I've never met. But it's always a good feeling to kind of know that someone's watching and that someone agrees with you and that someone has some feedback to give. So yeah, welcome to my new channel. I'm very excited to take on this journey with you and look forward to new and exciting videos. Talk to you soon.